Welcome to our video about doing San Sebastian differently. Discover the unique way we arrived in San Sebastian, the fun of the harbour and the search into the nearby mountain area for the ultimate steak experience. And finally, the search for Pintxos in the old town. We'll not just tell you about the places you should visit, but also how San Sebastian makes you feel when you do visit. It kind of gets under your skin, guaranteeing that you will return for future visits. When we visited San Sebastian for the first time, I did feel slightly jealous of anyone who could call this city their home. It's stylish and understated with a relaxed vibe. Then add the love of great food with Michelin stars galore and a vast array of delicious drinks. You can happily sip and snack your way around this city on any budget. You're going to love it. We travelled from France to Spain on a night sail. We left the flat terrain of France, and as the sun began to rise, we could see the dramatic mountainous landscape in the distance and our next port of call, San Sebastian. We love sailing. It gives you a freedom that you don't get from any other mode of transport. When you arrive anywhere on a yacht, you see the destination from a completely different perspective. And of course, it's always exciting to be going somewhere new, and lovely to have a bit of relaxation before it's all hands on deck as we get closer and navigate our way to the old harbour. The bay is dramatic. I wasn't expecting it to be so beautiful. With Mount Urgul on one side and the Igeldo Park on the other, and the little island of Santa Clara in the middle. We sailed straight into the harbour, which was just beside Urgul, and had a very short walk to the old town. We moored up in no time and started to explore the seafood restaurants overlooking the harbour. Later on, we had a fabulous diving display from some young locals. It's often the spontaneous things that add a level of character to a place. Our search would take us 30 minutes inland from San Sebastian. I know you're probably thinking, why would you leave a beautiful city known for its food? And why would you trade seafood for steak? Well, we did say we were doing San Sebastian differently, and believe me, this place is worth the effort. A few famous chefs who have visited the area have added this place to their list, so we thought we should experience it for ourselves. We headed for Tolosa. It's a very lovely, untouristy place. Even the car park is nice, and it's right beside the restaurant. And here it is, Casa Julien. I know if you didn't know about it, you'd probably just end up driving past it on your way into the town. But then you'd miss out on a great, grand dining experience. So let's go in. The entrance pays homage to the beginnings of Casa Julien as a shop selling produce. When you look in the fridge, there is no denying what you'll be eating in this place. We were shown through to a table right beside the grill. The dining area is steeped in history and has an industrial feel, where the dark wood contrasts with the crisp white tablecloths. Set up in 1954, this restaurant celebrates the simple cooking of steak, and they do it very well, as they were voted the best steak in the world, by Forbes magazine. The cuts of meat are of the highest quality as you'd expect, but it's the design of the open grill that enhances the cooking process. It's simple and sophisticated, all at the same time. The waiting staff were great and very helpful in deciding what size steak we would need to order. We were shown the meat and watched as it was gently placed on the grill. This restaurant celebrates steak, so it goes without saying that the accompaniments are minimal. In fact, the only accompaniment we had was roasted peppers, which was all that was needed and complemented the steak beautifully. The meat came to the table cut up into manageable steaks. The smell of the cooked steak was amazing and incredibly tender, and that taste you only get from meat cooked over fire. The chef made it look effortless, but to cook such a large piece of meat perfectly in that way is a skill I would love to have. San Sebastian's bay is stunning and dramatic. From the lighthouse at the top of Mount Igeldo to the tiny but perfectly formed Santa Clara Island in the centre. Then there's the endless beaches and calm waters, and all protected by the surrounding mountains. Take a walk along the promenade and you'll see San Sebastian in a nutshell. Mount Ogul towering over the old harbour, the town hall building and the old town behind, and of course everyone enjoying the beach and the sea beyond. It's just a friendly place and a welcoming atmosphere where you can walk, sit and watch the world go by, or listen to the music of the local buskers. As the sun goes down, it's time to head to the old town and some delicious Pintxos. The narrow streets are a joy to wander around in the old town of San Sebastian. Just when you think you've found the perfect place for Pintxos, you'll see another and another. They are everywhere, and so the best way is to go in and have one with a drink and then continue on to the next, like a safari for foodies. What are Pintxos? Well, they are lovely mouthfuls of deliciousness, usually 1 or 2 bites big and often served on a piece of bread. Some celebrate fish, some celebrate meat, and some make the vegetables the star, but they are all beautifully created. Some are hot, some are cold, but most are on display so you can eat with your eyes before you taste. The first Pintxos bar I ever walked into, I was mesmerised by the little snacks at the bar. I was like a kid in a sweet shop, not knowing which one I was going to have first and being very excited. There is something very liberating about knowing you're going to be having something to eat, but just not sure what that will be until you see it. Then of course we can't forget the amazing flavour of Iberico ham, which this region does so well. That also needs to be on the list to experience. And these little round ones are called croquetas, often filled with cheese and ham or mushroom or fish and served hot. My mouth is watering just remembering all the flavour combinations. But you can't stay in one place for too long, as you might miss out on the unique Pintxos in the next place you find. And the next. I think this way of eating is wonderful. A little food and drink and then off to explore more of the old town, and then when you're ready for something else, you can guarantee that there will be a new somewhere to go into for another plate of Pintxos. Don't forget that San Sebastian is a stylish place as well, so there are plenty of shops to wow. Then continue with the San Sebastian Pintxos Safari. The padron peppers and Iberico ham were one of my favourites. I think they epitomise the food in this region. Immense quality, done simply. Who could ask for more? There are plenty of places to stay in San Sebastian which suit all budgets. This time we stayed in the Hotel Zenit, which was fabulous. There's a bit more advice about hotels and booking below, so please check that out. Also, there's more about the Pintxos we tried as well. Enjoy San Sebastian, and thanks for watching.